former state president of the Republic of South Africa, President Thabo Mbeki.
I know the role of monopoly capital, and let's discuss that, even as it would relate to South Africa. Now, when you say to me, you, Deputy President,
this is the
52-year-old, yeah.
This is who's talking now, the 75-year-old.
Talking
and the young man is still listening. Does he listen, by the way?
He's listening, yeah.
Does he listen, though?
He's listening.
Okay.
So I say to this 52-year-old, now, you see, if you go to people and say, white monopoly capital is the enemy of the National Democratic Revolution, you are then suggesting to me that I must take action against this enemy. Otherwise, what's the point of pointing out an enemy? Who is this enemy? You are obliged to say Johan Rupert. I don't know what you're going to do with Johan. Trash him or something.
No, you go to Stellenbosch. It's not him alone. You go and gather them, all of them, around those mountains, and you deal with them.
So this is what I'm saying to the 52-year-old. Therefore, let's understand properly what is happening to the South African capitalist economy, so that we can then intervene to do the right thing. Because if we misdiagnose the problem, the cure is going to be wrong. Yeah.
So, the other guys who are advising and we're going to need to wrap up now before we go to news in about 2-3 minutes. The other guys who are whispering to the 52-year-old to say, no, it's white monopoly capital. Are they doing that out of arrogance, or is there a sly, funny motive behind wanting to out WMC? And I'm going to ask you to give me at least a quick response to that. And I know you don't like soundbite. It's not a soundbite.
I'm saying,
is it out of ignorance, or there's a?
It is obviously part of ignorance, yes. But I'm saying that it is to politicize a scientific category.
To what end?
For political purposes, obviously.
Assuming that if you don't do that, then you lose a platform, of a campaigning platform, that this will be your ideal one that works the most.
No, you may very well believe this to be correct. You may very well believe it to be correct. But the fact that you believe that is correct does not make it correct.
All right, so remember, that was a 75-year-old advising the 50-year-old, 52-year-old. So I'm going to suggest that we pause for now, because while we're in this room, stuff is happening outside. There's some guys in Boksburg that are meeting, for example, Blade and the friends, and some people are campaigning somewhere in the villages and the towns, and other people are enjoying time doing all sorts of things. So I want us to take to go into news, and we'll
Zuma is not corrupt, he's an honorable man, and therefore he is fighting against President Zuma because he's got his own ideas on how the ANC must go forward. And thanks God, we lived to see for ourselves that no one was actually concocting charges against Zuma. Zuma was corrupt himself. And even when they left the office, the people who were concocting charges against him, he still got new accusations in the absence of those who were alleged to be concocting charges against him. And we know, and you know that history better than me. And we have agreed that willing buyer, willing seller is not working. Mr. President, the policy of willing buyer, willing seller, which you adopted, it was going to be good if our people had money, they would buy. But even when our people have money, Mr. President, and there is no willing seller, they won't buy. Because there must be a willing seller to be the willing buyer. So you don't have the money, you cannot buy. Even when you have the money, there is no willing seller. Therefore, the land remains in the hands of the minority. So you don't have a government.
Because then you don't have a center that can go. So that what you come out with is a government cabinet decision. If you don't do that, it then becomes individual ministerial decisions. So instead of having a cabinet, you will have what I once called a federation of ministries. And Trevor here corrected me and said, no, President, a confederation. My body has frozen in our frosts and in our latter-day snows. It has poured in the warmth of our sunshine and melted in the heat of the midday sun. The crack and the rumble of the summer thunders, lashed by startling lightning, have been a cause both of trembling and of hope. The fragrances of nature have been as pleasant to us as the sight of the white blooms of the citizens of the veld. The dramatic shapes of the Drakensberg, the soil-colored waters of the Lekwa, Iqilnotugel, and the sands of the Galahad have all been panels of the set on the natural stage on which we act out the foolish deeds of the theatre of our day. At times and in fear, I wondered whether I should concede equal citizenship of our country to the leopard and the lion, the elephant and the springbok, the hyena, the black mamba and the pestilential mosquito. A human presence among all of these, a feature on the face of our native land thus defined. I know that none dare challenge me when I say I am an African.